This game is played between Gudmundsson, Iceland grandmaster, at Reykjavik 1960 tournament, playing against Fischer, Bobby Fischer. The opening is Grunfeld Defense. D4, knight f6, knight f3, d5, e3. E3 is a bad move because it blocks the bishop and hinders white's developments. G6, C4, C3 leads to Kohli system. After C4, bishop G7, knight C3, Fischer castles, queen B3. After bishop E2, C3, it is difficult for white to equalize. So let us go back, and what is played is queen B3, E6, bishop E2, knight C6, queen C2, because black threatens knight A5, D into C4, bishop into C4, E5, D into E5, knight G4. After knight G4, Gudmundsson simply left that pawn because it's already attacked by 3 pieces and castled. E5, knight into E5, knight into E5, bishop E2, F4, driving away the knight, knight G4, once again, H3, bishop F5. Bishop F5 is a very good move. White was doubtlessly expecting knight F6, E4, but what is played is bishop F5, 4, provoking a powerful combination. White should abandon his hopes in the center and settle for queen B3, knight F6, queen into B7, knight E4, queen into C6, rook C8, queen A6, knight into C3, B into C3, bishop into C3, bishop A3, bishop into A1, bishop into F8, bishop D4, E into D4, queen into D4 check, king H1, king H into F8. But what is played is E4, queen D4 check, king H1, knight F2 check, rook into F2, all forced, not king H2, knight into E4, but what is played is rook into F2, queen into F2, E into F5, bishop into C3. This is an excellent move. This clean cut reduces white's options. In exact would be rook F E8, knight E4, queen E1 check, king H2, G into F5. If bishop D4, let us go back. If bishop D4, bishop E3, queen into A1, bishop into D4, or after G into F5, G3, bishop D4, bishop E3. Bishop E3 is a Very good move. But what is played is bishop into c3, b into c3, rook a e8, bishop d3, rook e1 check, king h2, queen g1 check, king g3, rook f e8. Instead, g into f5, bishop into f5, rook f e8, bishop into h7 check, king g7, queen f5, etc. Rook b1 is played. It's a bad move, but queen f2 is also bad because rook 8 e3 check, bishop into e3, rook into e3 check, queen into e3, queen into e3. Let us go back and see. Rook b1 is played, g into f5, black threatens, king h8, rook e6, then rook g6 with a deservating attack on the king knight file. That is this one. So let us go back. After g into f5, bishop d2 is played. On bishop into f5, rook e2, bishop into h7 check, king h8, queen f5, rook into g2 check, king h4, rook g7, etc. So what is the last move played? It is bishop d2, rook into b1, queen into b1, queen into b1, bishop into b1, rook e2. This is what Gudmundsson overlooked. If now bishop c1, rook e1 picks one of the bishops, so white resigns. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe so that you can see all the beautiful games of Bobby Fischer. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time.